let's talk about Marvel Zombies. Oh my God, this is 2 hours almost. Well, it's 2 hours. I couldn't get back. I'm going to grade this on three ways: the animation, the voice acting, and the execution. Because you could clearly see the lineup they had, the characters they use, that this was pre Marvel before things started shitting the bed. And what I mean is, this last phase they did was not good. You could tell with the box office they're doing, the heroes they're doing, they're changing a lot of things. And especially with Blade, you see with Moon Knight, because again, we haven't had the Blade film, and they have Blade in the mix of this thing, because this was all predetermined, because they thought in their head they would be flying through this phase and everybody would be loving it. Clearly, that's not what's happening. This is the cast we got, and this is the cast we have to deal with. So I'm going to grade on that. Yeah, this was not good for me. This was kind of tough to get through. The writing was bad. The animation was good. If you like What Is, then you're going to enjoy it. I expected more from this. I expect to see a lot of the OG heroes, but again, clearly this was made for the previous phase. It was made to push a certain agenda with the characters they had. Riri Williams, don't care. Like her TV show that came through, don't care. Hawkeye's daughter, I forgot she had a show where she was with her dad. Don't care. Makala, Miss Marvel, whatever they call him, Khan, whatever. She's not bad. Even the actress, she comes off very likable. But again, don't care. You just don't care. You really don't care. Thor, we got to see Thor. We got to see Hulk, but they're only in there for a little bit. Spider-Man's in there, and he's there for maybe a few scenes, but you really don't see him towards the end. It was too short too. 4 episodes is not long enough time, especially explaining what happened. Once you figure out what's happened, you sit there like, really, we're doing it. Like literally, they were told. They sat in a meeting, and I bet you Kevin Feige was around. That they told them, we're using this, we're doing this, we're doing that. Because I would not be surprised. This was written and done during Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm going at. This, and that's why I said I'm going to grade it differently, because this is animation. You can't reshoot this. Once it's done, it's done. You can go back and do it, but it will cost more money. And I can tell this show costs a lot of money because it's animated very well. But like I said, voice acting was fine. Animation was good. The execution was poor. Because when you get to the end of it, it's again, what if? Did it end or did it continue? Or it's kind of like leaving it to be interpreted, because they're acting like there might be a season 2. There's not going to be a season 2. If there's not with these characters. This is another thing they did. They just dropped. If you notice, a lot of Marvel properties they're dropping. Daredevil, Born Again, Born to Rise, Born 2, it don't matter, was not good. I didn't enjoy it. That's another reason too. And this is just me, but going to be on a tangent here a little bit. A lot of y'all probably been wondering, I have not done a lot of reviews this year. There's not been a lot of good stuff that came out this year. Animated wise, television wise, this is one of them. When it came to the Marvel properties, it has been piss poor, horrendous, lazy, just not good. I have not enjoyed it. I have to sit by and sit there like, really? Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I tried to watch that. I couldn't even finish that, okay? That's still a thing. And I think after next season, it won't be a thing. Um, you could tell Marvel was resting on their laurels because they thought anything they could do, it would come out and be turned to gold. Well, clearly everything they've been doing has been shit. So I really don't want to hate on this because, again, I know the animators, they took the time and they put the work in, etc., etc. But you can tell this was made at a time where, again, they thought this would hit all cylinders. Clearly it was not, because I totally forgot this was coming out. Well, it was a couple of weeks ago when they released the trailer. Everybody was excited, like, "Oh, check this out! This is Marvel Zombies." And I remember, oh yeah, they did say they were going to do a spinoff, but they stopped talking about it. And I think they stopped talking about it not because it was bad; it was because the characters they were using are not even the characters they're even looking at. Because if you look at Avengers Doomsday, where's Miss Marvel? Where's the only characters are the Thunderbolts and the Fantastic Four. Blade's not in it. He's supposed to be a major part of this phase. He's not in it. Miss Marvel's not in it because after the Marvels have bombed, they're slowly but surely phasing her out. You know, Namor, I don't think he's in the. Let me do a double check and make sure. I don't think I remember seeing his name in the Avengers. I could be wrong. Doomsday. Let's see. Nah, I don't see him in here. Maybe he'll be a variant, but he's not gonna be like the main focal point of the movie. You know, he's in here. Scarlet Witch was a main vocal point in in this show. She's not in here. Like I said, they really did do a 180, and like I said, all plans they had went up with the head. But anyway, if you've seen it and you like it, more power to you. Good for you. But for me, I could tell. And it took me out of it. It was nice to see Blade, though. I mean, it was nice to see Blade done by Marvel Studios. Because this is the only thing we got from Marvel Studios that's Blade related. I mean, I don't think we got nothing else if you want to count the video games, but when it comes to everything else, we have not had nothing from Blade from Marvel. Nothing. What about Deadpool Wolverine? That's still Wesley Snipes' Blade, man. That's still Wesley Snipes. We're talking about the new Blade with Ali. They announced it years ago. And the guy who played Blade wasn't even Ali, but he did a good enough job that he sounded like them. But again, you're probably saying I'm really harping on this, and look, man, we deserve better. That's all I'm saying. I think we deserve better. I think Disney needs to do better. This has just been them releasing stuff throughout the year, piss poor, lazy, and it's just they need to do better. If they want people to pay, they need to do better. If they want people to be like, yo, this was good, or be hyped for anything Marvel related, then they need to do better. And I'm not even hyped for Doomsday because I'm hearing things, I'm seeing things. I'm like, it feels like another Spider-Man No Way Home, which is not bad, but it's like, I think y'all need to stop with the nostalgia act and start telling stories again. And that's what people. It's weird because Marvel's doing a weird thing, not telling stories. WWE's doing a weird thing, not telling stories now. It's a weird. We're in a weird realm now where these big media companies, these big entertainment companies that were known to tell stories, that were known to give us uh, uh, moments and originality, they're not doing it no more. They're lazy, they're complacent, they're resting on their laurels. When it comes to WWE, they're resting on the money they're getting for every other place. Netflix, ESPN, Saudi Arabia. From Disney, they're resting on um, their laurels of bringing back Robert Downey Jr. back as Doomsday and relying on old characters. They're bringing back almost the original Avengers just to make sure this movie does well. So, that's just my opinion. As always, guys, peace, Johnson Day. I'm out.